All right, today is the 27th of August 2026. Quick update today, and bear with me, I am folding my clothes while I do this, trying to double duty on productivity, I suppose. Um, Today was very much a kind of same as usual, or today was a patience building day, I think is the best way to put it. So after yesterday, it's crazy that that was just yesterday, by the way. Like, it feels way longer. But after yesterday, I had my first discovery call, and it feels like the prospect, it's a person out of California, Orange County, seems like she is like very, very much interested in working. It's just we needed to iron out the kink of like she didn't want anybody to have access to her accounts to send, you know, the cold messages from. Oh, by the way, if I haven't explained already, what I want to do is I'm selling lead generation, so helping creators who talk about things to do and experiences in their local area. I'm helping them get in touch with event organizers in that local area to basically sell their services. So the whole thing is I will send messages to these organizers on their behalf. I'll be finding the organizers and the upcoming events, reaching out to them, and then qualifying the organizers and then booking calls in their calendar for them. So basically, the long and short of it is I'm meant to help them get more paid partnerships or more brand deals. So the person I talked to didn't like the idea of giving me access to her account. Very valid, very fair. So the thing I've kind of gone back to the drawing board with is that I will make a separate account, and it would be named like if it was myself doing it, it would be partnerships dot Isaiah at partnerships for Isaiah or something like that, right? If I was doing it for the creator, and on that page, like we'll have her follow the account. We'll have like a collaborative post, and like a quick video of her just being like, "Hey, I'm Lily. I'm the person, I should say. Trying to keep it anonymous. But hey, I'm this person, and like I approve of this message, all that kind of stuff. Like this is my page, and this is what my team and Isaiah uses to reach out to brands that I'm interested in. So that's kind of the idea, and then from there, you know, I can still do the outreach. It won't be as clean, I have to be honest, and it also won't be as like, I definitely think it's going to minimize, not minimize, but it is going to cut down on the reply rates and like also the seriousness of how people um, respond. Because I know when I respond to people with my page on Instagram, I have about 30,000 followers. So when I respond there or message people there, like they're instant. They're like, oh, hey, like, because it also tells you when, like, I think when you request, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure when you request and you're above a certain threshold in followers, it says like this person with so many followers is trying to reach out to you. So it's like an additional element that allows us to get into their inbox. So that's something that we're gonna have to work around, and I'm gonna get them to make a Gmail account that I can use to reach out to the people as well. So that's kind of the idea. Um, that's the idea behind it. So that's kind of where I'm going. Oh, right. So the reason I brought this up is because I think once I present that to her, we're gonna have a call tomorrow. She's gonna be like, "Oh, okay, like that sounds like a solid idea," and I'm hoping after that it's onboarding and going forward. So I have two other people, actually three other people kind of in the pipeline. One is a call that I have on the 4th of September, which feels so far away right now. Um, and the other two, we didn't book calls yet, but they did show a level of interest. And I guess I'm a bit confused, and if anybody who's watching this, the 2.5 people watching this, um, what would you do in this situation? Because part of me is thinking that I have four total engaged leads. and I can only do services, or I only want to do services with one person for this month, so that I can kind of get the ropes and understand what I need to understand about the process. So, should I think I should have discovery calls with all of them, and I should still try to sell it as much as possible. And then I can just tell them, hey, well, like for September, I already have a person lined up. However, would love to work with you for October or whatever. And like I could essentially book that out as far into the future as possible, right? That is, well, not as possible, but as needed. So I think that is kind of the vibe I'm going for. But outside of those four engaged leads, there's like tons and tons and tons of people who I have reached out to. There's about 30, maybe 40, that I have reached out to already, but have not followed up with. Right, so I could do more follow ups. And the thing I'm thinking is like, should I even bother? Because at a certain point it becomes, I'm gonna have too much to handle, and that's not gonna be great. So I'm thinking to just kind of let those leads die. I don't know if die is the word, but fizzle out. Not to say that I got any particular interest from them in the first place. And then, in a month, when I finish this work with this client and I'm looking for my next one, I could be like, hey, just touching base on this. Actually, did a trial run with this creator. They have X amount of followers. Looking to do one other creator for next month. Thought you might be a good fit. Let me know. Or I could send a whole new email. I don't know. But long story short, that's what I'm thinking there. So, all that to say, 7 minutes in, is it's been more of a patient day because I've just been messaging the people in my pipeline and just kind of sitting on my hands otherwise. I have started like outlining an onboarding document that I will be using to walk through whoever it is I end up working with, to walk through like, hey, like these are the things we need to do. We're gonna set up this Instagram account, and then we're gonna set up a Gmail account, and then we're gonna set up this, and then we're gonna set up that, and kind of go down the line of things to do and set up. So there's that. There's that. Yeah, so really it's definitely more of a patience building and a twiddling my thumbs kind of day, but tomorrow more action should happen. Also, I had to kind of divert some energy for my own content creator business, where I had 2 videos to record for a couple of clients. So bang those out pretty quick. But yeah, slow and steady day. Only really sent 2 of those follow-up emails to those people working on the onboarding document. What I'm thinking for the future, or like growth in terms of this, is yeah, hopefully I'm having the onboarding with this person either next this Sat. Please, I hope it's this weekend. That would be amazing, so that I can just kind of work going forward. If it doesn't happen, I think I will dedicate this weekend, or maybe even if it does happen, I'll still dedicate a lot of this weekend to actually building out the systems and just kind of like assuming I was working with the client. It might end up being some wasted effort. It might. But maybe I could plan things in a way that it kind of gives me a head start. Because there's a bunch of things I can do that don't lean into the specifics of the client or the particular person. So yeah, again, this one was kind of a nothing day. Big thing I wanted to say is that going forward for my emails, I think I'm not matching the right vibe with the cadence at which my prospects reply. That was a lot of big words. So what I'm trying to say is everybody I've reached out to, they answer their emails, or at least the two that I'm reaching out to right now, answer their emails within 24 hours to 2 days plus, right? So it's definitely not like 6 hours, 12 hours, anything like that. So what I've been doing is I've been like, hey, just letting you know, I have some time today to chat. I think what is happening is the person is either busy or they don't check their email, so they can't do today. So when it is they see that in 2 days, there's a lot less of a way for them to jump back on the horse of the email. That's my hunch. I don't have any proof that, but that's the vibe I'm getting. So just a tweak for me is, I think going forward, I'm gonna change the messaging a bit, where I'm gonna give an option today if they are available, an option for tomorrow, and an additional option of hey, also if you're free for this week. I kind of mentioned that in my list of lessons from sending 100 emails. So I will leave that there. I am clearly rambling a little bit, but yeah, kind of a nothing day. But not every day is going to be exciting. Just got to push through. So take care. Hope everything that you are working on is going well. In the grand scheme of things, everything I'm working on is still going well. It's just you can't have action at every moment. It is what it is. Take care. Thank you very much. Have a good day.